Welcome to the Lisa Saunders Show. I'm Lisa Saunders, and today my guest is
Courtney Assad. I am the Director of Youth Co-op Events at Union Baptist Church in Mystic.
Now I lured you on my show because I'm excited about an event you're having for the whole community. So anyone that wants to come can come to this. It's a free event. And I've always noticed the Union Baptist Church because it's the big white church on the hill. So as a tourist, I came here, I don't know, about 8-9 years ago. And I saw this big church on the hill, and I could hear the music that you play from your steeple there. What is it, noon and 6?
Noon and 6, we do the carillon, yeah.
I love that. I just love it. So I was really excited to hear about your event. So tell us about this event.
So we've decided to try something new this year. We want to reach out to our greater Mystic community in a much bigger and better way. So we've put together a community with the emphasis on unity, since we are Union Baptist Church. Just an event that's fun for families, fun for older people. We're going to have artisans with some craft goods that will be showcasing locally made, handmade goods.
Oh, that's great. So if you want something Mystic made, you're looking for little presents for yourself or something, you can know you're getting a Mystic made kind of item.
Local or homemade even. People who are really trying to do stuff with their hands. We are also going to have a good contingency of authors. We have almost 10 authors signed up so far.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them. I can't wait.
Yes, you are. It'll be great to have everyone there because it's hard to get in front of some of these local authors sometimes. There will be one-off events here and there, but this brings everyone together in a really good way. To get out in front of the community.
Now you have some books, authors there with books about Mystic, and some that even have the church in there, because your church is very historic. You celebrated 250-year anniversary.
Yeah, 250 years.
That's amazing. And I love the story about how it became the Union Baptist Church because you dragged a church up the hill with oxen one day to put these two churches together.
The First and Third Baptist churches decided to join together. Hence the name Union Baptist Church, and you can actually see within the building the beam that connected the two churches that was literally pulled by oxen down the road and rebuilt together as one main church.
So now I hear you're giving tours, so will the tour guide show us this beam?
Absolutely. We will have a member of the church available to bring people through the facility. It's a beautiful facility, and they'll talk a little bit about the history of the building.
And I had fun doing, it was a year ago now, or more than that. When Lincoln was assassinated, Union Baptist Church was the biggest church around, so that's where they had the memorial service for President Lincoln, and so we did my play there.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun, my Civil War play.
Yeah, it's very historic.
Yeah, so it's just a beautiful experience to see it and to sit in it. So you're giving tours of that. You're having theater too, right?
Yeah, we were lucky enough, several of our youth at Union Baptist Church are involved in the Connecticut Gilbert and Sullivan Society, and they are producing Princess Ida as their show for this fall. So they're going to come as well as some of the adults and produce a little preview for us.
Oh, that's great. So we get to watch that, and all this doesn't cost us anything. We just come and watch
Absolutely
that.
Free.
And I hear you have a fire truck?
Yes, Mystic Fire Department has graciously agreed to bring a fire truck down so kids can get on, test it out.
Can adults do it? I've never been on a fire truck, so I just want to make sure I can go on.
It's a really cool experience. One of our church members is actually going to be the one bringing the truck as well, so it's a great connection. And you'll get the chance to see how it works, and we'll get to play around and have fun.
Okay, now is there other music going on or any?
Yeah, we're hoping to have some additional music signed up before the event. We'll also have some kids games, so the kids will have some activities. There will be like a photo booth, like the cutouts that kids can stick their faces in.
Oh, those are always fun.
Yeah.
Where are you getting that?
Producing it ourselves.
Oh, you're making your own like cutout thing where you stick your face in?
Yeah.
Oh.
And as well as picking up the ducks and winning a prize. You get a different prize depending on which rubber duck you pick up out of the pond.
Oh, fun.
Also beanbag toss. So some of the like classic carnival-y games for
Right.
kids. And all free, just, something fun to keep the kids occupied.
Like me, right? Well, I'll be with the authors. But anyway, that sounds like a lot of fun. I always, like I said, I've come to your church many times. It's a great local church. And I love that you have a lot of local talent. Or you encourage the local talent to get up there and do something.
We really try to be a place where everyone can feel free to share their gifts. We are very lucky to have a lot of musical gifts within our church. We have a choir and a handbell choir that perform, but we are also the home for a lot of lunch shows, which are produced by Bill and Kate Perry locally. We just try to be a place where people can share their gifts.
Well, I love that you even get to choose what hymns you want. Like,
yeah.
So
in the summer.
Okay, I can't sing, I can't do anything, but I can at least pick, my vote for
your favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has, their favorites, and we try to make sure everyone's voice is heard, and, whether you can sing or not, it's always fun.
What else can you tell me about? I saw you have free snow cones and popcorn for children.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I wish I was a kid again.
We are obviously going to make sure that adults and kids alike are going to have it, but it's a big thing for the kids. Who doesn't want to make a snow cone, especially when it's still going to be plenty warm outside.
Oh, you get to make the snow cone?
Yeah, you get to pick your own flavors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. And then popcorn. Who doesn't love some popcorn while you mill around?
Now, one thing I noticed about your church, like when I first moved here, I didn't realize that my house was a lot smaller. It doesn't have a basement. And I'm thinking, and the movers are looking at me, lady, where are we going to put this? And I said, I don't know. They just put boxes and boxes. And I thought, okay, now is the time to clear out. And I knew that you had something for homeless. I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but I brought a lot of my stuff I didn't need to your church. Can you tell me, you partner with different people to get things done. Can you tell me what I was donating to?
We partner with a lot of area organizations. It's possible that you either did it through our tag sale. We have a semi-annual tag sale.
It wasn't that. It was somebody.
So it was Mystic Area Shelter and Hospitality.
Is that what the MASH stands
for?
Yeah, because like the minister at the time said, we were desperate. We had this new family, and then suddenly we had all this lady dropping, and I happened to be there. This lady dropped off boxes of stuff that we really need. So what is that? So you partner with them?
Yeah, so MASH has had a home in our church since their inception. They make sure that our community has a home. So they work with a lot of people to get them into homes if they've found themselves homeless, but they also do a lot of homeless prevention. Finding people who are kind of on the edge of losing their home and helping make sure they can stay in their home.
Okay.
So they kind of serve from both angles. And we've just had a relationship with them and supported them. They have offices in our Morgan house across the way from the main church building. And we kind of have served as a home for them for many years.
And I went to, you have Overeaters Anonymous. I went there one night.
Yeah.
I'm still eating, but anyway, I only went once. So it just seems like you have a lot of people that you partner with to do different things. It seems like you have a lot of ways for people to get involved.
We have a lot of community groups that use our facilities because, as a church, we have worship every Sunday, and we do have, our own programming, but there's so much time that the building doesn't get used. So we try to fill up that time with other small nonprofit groups that need a place to meet. Mystic River Chorale has met there, as well as the Shoreline Ringers, which is a handbell choir, have used our space, as well as several AA, Al-Anon, Overeaters Anonymous, AFG, Narcotics Anonymous. We have a lot of community groups that are able to use the space.
I love that. And I love your breakfast. I go to I go as often as I can on a Saturday. What is it, the second Saturday?
Second Saturday of every month. You'll see us up there 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it started as a fundraiser for our historic preservation. Our steeple had to be replaced, which depleted a lot of our building funds. And then we also needed to paint the exterior of the building. After so many years getting beat up on that hill, it adds up, and it's a pretty big building. So you can imagine the cost behind painting it, as well as getting, the windows repaired. So we had started this as a historic preservation fundraiser, but now it's kind of just turned into something we just really love doing with the community.
That's nice that you love it, because
Yeah.
I love coming, and I always meet really nice people. I usually come by myself.
Yeah.
And I come meet really nice people, and I get this incredible breakfast, and you're only asking $5.
Only
So of course we're
$5.
able to give more if you want to give more, but that's all you're
And if
asking.
you can't give it all, you can't give. We don't check. We don't charge at the door. There is a donation can if you can afford to pay. But if you can't and you just need a meal, it's an open place to come.
Wow, that's really nice. I mean, I really have that feeling from your church. And I stop by a lot with my dog, Doolittle, and he even gets biscuits there.
Yes. Our office administrator, she is a wonderful, wonderful person and just loves interacting with the community.
Yeah, so it's fun for me. I drop by with the dog, and he gets his biscuit.
I am sure he loves that.
Yes. Now, what other kind of ministries do you have, or like when is the tag sale? Is that to help with the, because your church is huge, so I imagine it's very costly to keep that going.
Yes, it can be pretty costly. Thankfully, we do have a great community that supports us. So we do run some fundraisers, and some of the proceeds from our fundraisers go to other ministries, Camp Whiteman, MASH, Groton Community Meals. We serve a lot of nonprofits in our community through our church
Now
as
tell
well.
me about Groton Community Meals, because they are going to be serving the food.
Yeah.
So that is something that people can purchase. I know your event's free that we're talking
Yes.
about in September, but you can get food there. You can eat. And you will be supporting who when you eat?
So we are going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, some fair foods. And when you purchase that food at the fair, those proceeds are going to go as a donation to Groton Community Meals. They're a fairly new nonprofit, only about 2-3 years old, and they provide a meal once a week to anyone that needs one. They serve at the Groton Senior Center from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And they just put on a meal for anyone in the community that needs some food that night. And they're looking to expand a little more and serve the needs of the Groton community.
I'm really glad they'll be serving the food. Because I don't know about them, and so that'll be a good chance to see what they do. Now, do you have other nonprofits that are going to be there sharing information? Or?
Yeah, we'll have Habitat for Humanity will be there.
Okay.
The church has done a lot of work with them in the past, doing build days and coming and helping out with their projects. So they're going to be there talking about some of the stuff they have upcoming, because they actually have a home in Mystic that they're working on. On Yetter Road. They are in the process
of which road?
Yetter.
I don't know where that is. But
yeah,
anyway.
I'm not sure either.
In Mystic.
But it's in Mystic, on the Groton side of Mystic, and they've been working to get this home ready for a really wonderful family. They just announced the family about a month ago. And so it's a really nice local project for anyone who would want to be
So people
involved.
can find out about all these things. In fact, and you also have a preschool.
We do. Our preschool, which works in conjunction with the church, another partnership that we have, is celebrating 50 years.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing. And is that going to be part of the tour?
Yeah. So Sue DiStefano, who runs that nursery school, will be available for people to come in and check out, and we'll also, we're hoping to have an anniversary celebration of sorts. We're in the works on that.
I came and did a little program for them. It's a wonderful little preschool.
It really is.
So anybody can go to the preschool. They don't have to be a member of your church. Or
No,
anything.
not at all.
So they can just go to this preschool.
Absolutely,
And that
completely
is-
open to the public.
And how close can you get when it's right in Mystic?
It's very convenient, wonderful teachers. Most of the children and the parents that I know that have gone through that program, several of my youth growing up, even though I didn't go through the program, a lot of my friends did, and absolutely they still have memories to this day of it.
Now, is the playground I see, is that for the preschool? Because I see a playground on your
Yeah, there
grounds.
is a playground. The preschool does use it sometimes, and sometimes even our youth.
So, I mean, when
yeah.
my grandson comes to visit, I could have taken him there to use it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's open. There's just a latch on the.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, and up behind there is actually our memorial garden, which is very nice to just kind of relax if you ever need a day of
I
peace.
never noticed that. I need to go get some peace there.
Yeah, up behind the playground we have a beautiful memorial garden, and it honors, there's different bricks that have been purchased to honor different people who have been monumental to our church.
Oh, okay. So I'll
Yeah.
have to, I never checked it out. Like I said, I thought the playground belonged to the preschool and that I would be trespassing if I went to
No.
it.
Absolutely welcome,
Oh my
especially
goodness.
since the Memorial Garden's back there. We have a lot of people who
Oh, okay.
come
That's
in
just,
and
I mean,
visit.
because you're only a block from my house, so that
Yeah.
would have been a lot easier to take my grandson there than loading him into the car to take. All right, I can't play. So I can play on it too? Like, what does it have on this playground?
It's got some swings and it's got a slide and playscapes. So it's a nice little place, and we'll be having some of the children's games and activities in that area.
Oh, so at the community event,
Yep.
kids can be playing on the playground.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait for all this fun to happen. Let's see, what else do you have? A guided tours. Who's going to be the historian? Do you know, with historic storytelling?
We
Can
have
you
a
figure-
couple of people up in the air because we do have a lot of history buffs within our church.
Yes.
Since we celebrated our 250th anniversary, we actually had a committee that formed to kind of go back in time, find out all of our artifacts, bring it all out so we could really remember who we are and where we came from. So when we went through that whole process, we had some people really look in and dive in and update our history book, and we will have our history book available too.
Oh, good, because I really enjoyed it, and I used images for my Modern Images of America book on Mystic. So April let me some images of the tower, of the steeple going up, and the bell sitting in the driveway. I just thought it was fascinating that you didn't always have that, because the hurricane of 1938 sent your steeple crashing down into the parking lot. And I didn't realize that for years you had nothing. You were just a church with a normal roof.
And you can't barely imagine it without that now, because it's such a beacon on the hill.
It really is. And the music, because I purposely try to walk my dog around noon and 6 so I can hear it. I mean, to me, it's such a treat to hear it. And you can even hear it downtown, too.
I can even hear it. We live further into Mystic on the other side, and I can hear it from my home.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it in the valley.
Yeah, it travels beautifully, and it's really just a nice way to end the day.
Yeah. Now, have you gone to that church your whole life?
I've gone since I was about 10.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because we originally lived into Stonington and came to Mystic, and have been attending there since I was 10.
And you have a job there, right? Like a real job.
Yes. So recently I was hired as the director of youth co-op events. Traditionally, we've had a youth group program at the church that's been very successful. And then we had a lot of reorganizing, and since then we've really decided to recommit to our youth program, and we've decided that we can't do it alone at Union Baptist Church. So we joined into a cooperative partnership with Knowing Baptist Church and Pequannock Bridge Baptist Church.
Oh, okay. Now, because I didn't really pay attention to Bible school because it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
But wasn't that with those two other churches? Or
Yes, Vacation Bible School.
That's right, Vacation Bible School.
Yeah, Vacation Bible School took place over the summer, and it was a partnership with primarily Union Baptist and Knowing Baptist, but also some support from Pequannock Bridge Baptist, because we are all part of the American Baptist Church's denomination. And we put on the Vacation Bible School for 75 children.
Wow. Wow. And you had enough volunteers between everybody?
We had an amazing support network for that group. So I'm hoping that continues into our youth program, which is going to be for middle school and high school youth. It's going to be a really relaxed, fun time. We're going to have a youth group event once a month. We're going to have a social event, something fun to do in the community. And then we're going to have some service and volunteer opportunities. So we're going to get out there in our
wonderful,
community.
because you have a lot of ways. Whenever I visit you, I just see you have a lot of ways that people can participate and join in. Now, you have a new minister. You call them pastors or reverends? I forget.
All of the above. I usually use pastor, but we get all of the above.
Right. So, and he's from Maryland.
Yes.
Because he's actually from where I'm from, in an area.
Yeah.
In that area, so.
Yeah, he came to us from Maryland recently. His first day was Easter Sunday.
That's right.
And he's been a wonderful addition to our church. He is a very good strategic thinker. He's really pushing us forward and bringing us into the next chapter of Union Baptist Church's history. When you are operating for 250 years, you have to constantly reinvent yourselves, and you
Right.
have to constantly think about who you are and where you're going. And he's definitely the right person for that.
Well, I know I really enjoy coming, and I've met a lot of nice people. I went to a luncheon. Like I said, I always go to the breakfast. I'm probably
Yeah.
going to start the Bible study. It depends on days, because I work certain days at Mystic Seaport.
Yeah,
so I don't
Sunday
know if I can
mornings
do,
we have an adult forum where they discuss everything from the hard stuff in the Bible to the good stuff. You know, they really take a hard look at it, and they've actually renamed themselves to the Sunday Morning Forum because they want to make sure that youth know that they're able to attend as well. So it's really for our youth and our adults to kind of come together and really think about who we are.
Now, you changed hours. So you're in the summer, you meet at 9:30. And when do you start going back?
September 10th, we'll change back to 10:30 a.m.
Okay. Do you do it because of the heat?
Partially because of the heat. Also, summer is a busy time for people. So, but yes, our sanctuary gets very warm in the summer.
Because I noticed when I was there at 10:30, it was just before you changed it, and I was thinking, wow, it's only 10:30 and I'm already feeling warm.
Yes.
So that 1 hour can really make a difference.
It makes a big difference. And it also gives people the chance to get out and enjoy the rest of the day. We love to come together for worship, but it's also, you know, the summer, we got to take
You
what we
have
can get.
a lot of shared meals. Seems like every time I come, oh, stay, we're having a soup-a-thon, or we're
Baptists love to eat.
this-a-thon, and it was great. And one time, you know, I was taking care of my husband. He couldn't come. He was very sick. And April said, Lisa, go downstairs and grab soup and take it home to him. It was just great. You know, It was
Yes.
what I needed just at that moment.
Yeah.
So I just really appreciate what you do for the community.
Yeah, we
So-
love to feed people. We also we're going to have a little preview table for our holiday bazaar, which takes place in
Oh.
November.
Okay.
And we're going to have some canned jams and pickles.
Stuff
and
that
stuff
you
like
guys
that.
make, that
Yes,
members make?
homemade by church members, and the pickles are to die for.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not a pickle eater. I mean, but I'll have to try it.
You
if
gotta
this is-
try it at least once. I do. They make some really nice food. We also do big bake tables, so homemade baked goods, cookies, cupcakes, you know, all those sorts of
And then I'll have to go
yummy
back
treats.
to Overeaters Anonymous after I go there.
Yeah, really. And so crafts that are made by church members, and then gift baskets. So if you're looking for something to get someone for Christmas per se, it's a really great community event.
I
So we'll
hope-
have a little preview.
Oh, that sounds fun. I hope tourists realize when they come visit, you know, that they can come to that big white
Yeah.
church on the hill.
Absolutely. And part of the reason for this is we don't want to be so intimidating. I mean, sometimes we're sitting up there on the hill and people don't realize that, you know, this is a really great community behind its doors. So
Right.
we really want the chance to connect better and to get people to visit our facility and see what it's like.
Well, I
and-
like that it's kind of an open house, and then people can
Yes.
get tours because it's stunning inside. And I loved how my play looked in there.
Yeah.
My Civil War play on that, you know, these old looking furniture, thinking about all those mourners there for, you know, exactly 150 years ago it was that they came to the church to mourn him, and to think we were doing the play in that same building is just amazing to me.
It's spectacular, and we're very grateful for our church members who work really hard to keep it going and keep it looking the same way it's looked for many, many, many years.
Now, who's the good cooks there? Or you don't have to tell in case you hurt somebody's feelings, but it just seems like a man was the one making these yummy soups. Am I right? Is there
Well,
good
yeah, we
chefs,
have
or you just have a
we have some good church members who are chefs. Paul Rogers is our soup man.
Okay, so maybe that's who it was, and I was thinking, wow, this soup is phenomenal.
But we are also very lucky to have Trad Dart, who's the head chef over at Ocean Blue Catering through Mystic Aquarium.
Wow,
So-
you have like the
Yes, and we also have Dawn Scanlon. She's a home chef. She produces meals for people in their homes. So we're very lucky to have some great culinary
So
folk.
these are the people that are bringing a dish to share to all these eating events
Oh,
you have?
yes. We're very fortunate to have a lot of great talent within our church, and we love to keep adding more.
So is this a full-time job that you have there?
No, this is a part-time job for me.
Okay.
I work full-time for the Chamber of Commerce of Eastern Connecticut.
Oh, okay. And what do you do there for them?
I'm the administrative assistant, so I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do. And you must be really busy then.
Yes, it does definitely keep me busy, but I love to stay busy and be a part of this community.
Mm-hmm. And you said you started there at 10, when you were 10, but how long were you born in this community?
I was originally born in Long Island, but we were only there a couple years before moving up to Connecticut.
Okay.
So I've lived in Stonington since I was 5 and spent all my years there. Originally attended a church in the Stonington Borough for a little while before we found a really great home at Union Baptist. Mm-hmm. But since then, been living in the Mystic community and just recently moved over to Pawcatuck. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moved in with one of my best friends from childhood.
Oh,
so
fun.
Great adventure for us.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah. And I really love this community. I love this area.
That's amazing for you to say that, because usually if somebody grows up in a place, they can't wait to get out.
Can't wait to get out.
You know, so this is amazing that you grew up here and stayed here.
Yeah.
You want to be here.
I mean, after college, I came back.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Stony Brook University on Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Coincidentally, one town over from where I was born.
Okay.
But it was a great school, and I, was dead set on coming back afterwards.
What'd you study?
Business management.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That was my major too. Well, business management and marketing, because that was yours was called?
Yeah, accounting.
Okay.
But I specialized in accounting, and so I do some bookkeeping as well on the side, and it's a really great way to interact with the community through businesses.
And so you moved back. Like I said, who wouldn't want to move back here? I mean, this is
It's such a beautiful area, and I know there's a lot of people who are struggling with the state we're in right now, but we'll get there. Mm-hmm. And we're doing some really great things.
Okay. Well, we just have a little bit of time left. Is there anything you wished I had said?
I just hope that everyone can join us for this really great event. It's going to be fun. It's going to be for all ages.
And what date is this again?
September 16th.
That's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
From noon to 4 p.m.
Noon to 4.
I can't wait to come.
I'm so excited.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I'll see you there. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us on the Lisa Saunders Show, and I will see you next week.